You're listening to the Entrepreneur Unleashed podcast, episode 64. Today, I'm going to show you how you can use stories to easily connect with your ideal clients. So stay tuned. Hi, I'm Patty Keating, and I believe entrepreneurs are the future of the world. Over the past 2 decades, I've built 4 businesses in alignment with my values, giving me the freedom to live where I want and do what I love. I'm here to tell you that creating your successful business does not require struggle or sacrifice. So, how do you create the lifestyle business you love doing only what you love? Welcome to the Entrepreneur Unleashed podcast. Hello. Welcome to the Entrepreneur Unleashed podcast. Happy Tuesday. Thank you so much for tuning in. I just finished a call with my breakthrough group, and we were talking about the power of stories and why they impact our offers so profoundly. Because the reason you have an offer is because of your story. And we're going to get into that special topic today. Because, I often work with these purpose-driven entrepreneurs, and they're frustrated because they're trying to get their work out in the world, but they really aren't expressing who they are. They aren't sharing their stories. So we're talking about that today, about sharing your unique story, how to know what to tell, and how to connect with your ideal clients. 2 weeks ago, we hosted the Visionary Leaders Mastermind Retreat in Portland, my hometown. It was so nice to be there. Oh my gosh, everything is blooming. And, I've only been gone from there for a year, and I was just in awe as the plane landed, as we started to fly in, at the beauty and the greenery. It's just amazing. So there I was at the Visionary Leaders Mastermind Retreat, and we were talking about how to get clear on your message. And the members just loved it because we used a different approach to messaging. I believe in a different approach to messaging than most people because we message from our values. And it's starting to feel like that is the future in marketing. Like, people are really beginning to wake up and be real. And I know it certainly has changed the way that I've marketed over the years. And so we're going to talk about that with you in your messaging as well, because one of the things that we also talked about was beliefs, and I'll be taking you through beliefs in a future episode. So if you're not already subscribed to the Entrepreneur Unleashed podcast, you might want to do that, because for us to create the future we want, we have to align with it. We have to shift our beliefs so we can feel what it's like to already have what we want. And I'm going to be sharing some easy to use processes in next week's show to help you with that. Because we often think that we have to create from what we currently have. We think that, we have to look around and see what resources we have, where we're at, and then make decisions from there. But that's not true. No. If that was true, no one would ever experience real success. Because what you might not have considered is that you have to make your decisions from your vision. And then you realize that you take the actions that will bring you the future that you want when you make decisions based on your vision rather than your current circumstances. So we're going to do a whole episode on that next week. And we're going to be shifting beliefs and helping you align with your vision. I can't wait to share it with you. But before we get started, I do want to just say thank you to all of you for the feedback. I love the comment that I got from Anne. My mind exploded when I realized the thing that comes most natural to me is the thing I must charge the most for. I raised my rates and doubled my revenue last month. I love that, Anne. Thank you for sharing that. And thank you for being bold and courageous and raising your rates and really sharing your value. So let's get to it. All right. So step 1 here in sharing your story. Before we get into sharing your story, you have to know your why. So how many of you remember a time, the moment when you decided to do the work that you do. Of all the ways that you could make money in the world, you chose this way. So what happened in your life that led you to that decision? Just think of that. 1 or 2 words and write them down. What led you to that decision? Because there was something that you valued. There was something important to you. And it's important now for you to know what that was. Because the number one reason that people hire you or hire, whether you're a coach or a service professional, they want a transformation. And they, maybe they want to get fit. Maybe they want to find the perfect partner. Maybe they want to rock out their business. But we turn to coaches and service professionals to shine a light on where we are currently and help us find the way to what we really want. We hire people so that we can be seen. And it can feel scary because on a deep level, we really want to express our greatness. People hire you not for your services. They hire you to express their greatness. They hire you to receive a transformation. And so in order for you to be hired, you must express your own greatness, your own transformation. And that comes from step number 2, knowing your story. Because, people buy based on emotion. And then they justify their purchase with logic. It's not the other way around. We want to think we're super smart and we're like being all practical. But our purchases are made based on emotion. So what we get to do as entrepreneurs is create an emotional connection with our prospects. But we do that by being real, by sharing what we've overcome to get results in our lives and sharing the stories of our own transformation, our own experiences. We just get to be real. And we get to also be vulnerable. I overcame a lot just to get to my first 6 figures. I had lost my house. I was getting divorced. I literally had $750. And I decided to do something that seemed impossible. I packed up my kids and I moved to the most prosperous city in Oregon, and I put them in the best school district. I negotiated my first month's rent on a payment plan. Don't ask me how I did that. It was sheer decision. Because here's really how I did it. I decided that my kids would have the life I promised them when I very first held them in my hands. And I just, went for it. It took me just over a year to do what the people around me were saying was impossible. I made 6 figures, and I was the first in generations to break out of poverty consciousness because I believe in the impossible, and I teach my clients to believe too. So there's a little modeling for you of sharing a story that's vulnerable for me, that has, I feel it when I talk about that. I feel the moment that I was just praying that I could get a house there and that I could get them into the school district. And then, okay, now I've got to pay next month's rent and I don't even know what to do. So, I just decided, and that belief is what I now teach my clients. So what's your story? And are you willing to share it? Okay, step number 3, once you know your why and you're willing to share your story, there's just one thing left to do. And that is to really take a stand. Take a stand for your client's success. You're not in the coaching business or the, whatever your business is, whatever your industry is, that's not the business you're in. You're in the business of your why. When I started speaking with 4 kids, 2 of them with me at that point, I didn't have any speaking experience, but I taught people what my experience was when I spoke. I taught how to believe in yourself and create results. My message was belief. I was in the business of belief, not the coaching business. That's what I sold. Belief. That's what I stood for. I still do. That's my message in the Entrepreneur Unleashed. Let go of your self-imposed limitations and grow a business that has true meaning to you and to the world. For you to be real, for you to take a stand, for you to change lives. I can speak on that anywhere, anytime, because it's my message. I don't need a script. So I want you to believe in yourself, believe in your story, believe in your experience, and express who you are. When you do, your business will explode. Just share your beliefs on Facebook, in your webinars, on your podcast, in your Insta stories, right? On whatever platform you're on. So step number 3, I ask you, will you be unapologetically bold? Yes or no? Ask yourself. You're going to feel it, because when you're unapologetically bold, sharing your story and your deep why, you are going to experience life in the way most people don't, because you're going to feel it. It's going to feel scary. It's going to feel real. It's going to feel raw. Yeah, that's the way it's supposed to feel. Those are emotions that we've been busy as a society stuffing down, numbing out. The world is ready for connection. It craves connection. We crave each other. We crave stories. So that's it, you guys. Get out there. Know your why, share your story, and be unapologetically bold. That is my request and hope for you, my desire for you and for the world. So I'm so happy that you are here today. And I will see you next week on the Entrepreneur Unleashed show. And remember, be real, take a stand, change lives. Bye for now. Most entrepreneurs experience chaos, confusion, and overwhelm before they even complete their first year in business. I believe success as an entrepreneur depends on aligning your core values with your market value so you can create real and lasting success, which is why I've created a brand new program titled Align. I want to show you how to tap into your greatest value and share it with confidence, clarity, and ease so you can move into the big vision you have for yourself without struggle. And this program is absolutely free for you. Just go and register now at pattykeating.com/align to join the program now.